Audiobook Academy Biography presents Kareem Abdul Jabbar. The NBA's all-time top scorer, basketball center Kareem Abdul Jabbar, is a Hall of Famer. More than a decade of success with the Los Angeles Lakers brought him 6 NBA championships. Overview: Kareem Abdul Jabbar was a standout high school basketball player who went on to star for UCLA, with 3 national championships with the Bruins under his belt. The Milwaukee Bucks and the Los Angeles Lakers were 2 of the teams he played for in the NBA. 6 NBA championships and 6 MVP trophies later, Abdul Jabbar retired as the league's all-time leading scorer. At the time of his retirement in 1989, he was universally regarded as one of the greatest NBA players ever. His abilities were recognized even in high school. Childhood and schooling. His birth name was Ferdinand Louis Alcindor Jr., and he was born in New York City on April 16, 1947. Alcindor, the only son of a New York City police officer and his wife, Cora, was always the tallest boy in his class. By the time he was in 8th school, Lou Alcindor, as he was known, had grown to a towering 5 feet 8 inches and was able to slam dunk a basketball. At a young age, he began participating in the sport. Alcindor had one of the most remarkable high school careers in the history of the school. On top of all that, he led his side to a remarkable 71 straight wins and 3 straight city championships in New York City. According to the National Sports Writers Association in 2000, Alcindor's team was the #1 high school team of the millennium. College career. Alcindor went to UC Los Angeles after graduating from high school in 1965. At the university, he continued to be the top player in college basketball. UCLA won 3 national championships under great coach John Wooden, and Alcindor was voted the NCAA tournament's most outstanding player for those 3 years. Milwaukee Bucks. Alcindor was taken by the Milwaukee Bucks with the first overall pick in the NBA draft in the spring of 1969. Alcindor was able to adapt rapidly to the professional game. He was the league's 2nd leading scorer and 3rd leading rebounder as a rookie, earning him the title of Rookie of the Year. It wasn't just his own riches that he had an impact on. A year after a disappointing 27-win campaign, the retooled Bucks won 56-26 with Alcindor guarding the basket. Once Oscar Robertson was added to the Bucks roster for the next season, they made another major leap. They finished the season 66-16 and then swept the Baltimore Bullets in the NBA championships in 1971, becoming the first team to do so. Alcindor won his first MVP award that year, the first of 6 honors he would receive over the course of his illustrious career. Islam conversion. The name Kareem Abdul Jabbar, which means great, mighty servant in Arabic, was given to Alcindor shortly after the 1971 season finished. Abdul Jabbar took his Bucks to their 3rd straight NBA championship in 1974 but couldn't prevent a loss to the Boston Celtics in the NBA championship game. Los Angeles Lakers. Despite his on-court success with the Bucks, Abdul Jabbar struggled in his life in Milwaukee to find contentment away from the court. In an early magazine interview, he asked, "Do you live in Milwaukee? I suppose you could say I'm a part of the Milwaukee community," I respond. "It is my duty to serve my country, and I will do it to the best of my ability. As fortunate as I have been via the game of basketball, this town has nothing to do with who I am as a person. There's no middle ground here, either." He requested a trade at the close of the 1975 season, asking the Bucks to move him to either New York or LA. The Lakers acquired him in a trade for a package of players, none of whom were able to match what Abdul Jabbar was able to provide for Milwaukee. Abdul Jabbar transformed Los Angeles into a perennial winner for the next 15 seasons. The Lakers won 5 NBA championships with the help of the dominant center, Magic Johnson, who was just a rookie point guard at the time. It was the skyhook that became Abdul Hallmark Jabbar's shot, and the Lakers experienced championship domination against Julius Erving's Philadelphia 76ers, Larry Bird's Boston Celtics and Isaiah Thomas' Detroit Pistons during his time with the Lakers. Hollywood. He was able to acquire several acting roles because of his achievements on the court. Played a variety of roles, notably in 1979's martial arts picture Game of Death and the 1980 comedy Airplane. He was still averaging more than 20 points a game well into his 30s. He was still playing 35 minutes a game in his late 30s. During the 1985 NBA Finals between the Los Angeles Lakers and Boston Celtics, 38-year-old Abdul Jabbar was awarded MVP of the series. Stats. When Kareem Abdul Jabbar announced his retirement from the NBA in 1989, he was the league's all-time top scorer with 38,387 points. There were 3,189 blocks and 1,560 games in his career totals. In 1989, He also shattered the marks for most points scored, most shots blocked, and most MVP awards. Abdul Jabbar was especially pleased with his longevity following his retirement. The Orange County Register quoted him as saying, "The 1980s made up for all the abuse I endured during the 70s. In the end, I outlived all of my critics. Everyone considered me a long-standing institution by the time I hung up my stethoscope. There is always room for improvement." Post-playing life. Since retiring, Abdul Jabbar has worked for both the New York Knicks and the Los Angeles Lakers, keeping him close to the sport he loves. A Season on the Tribe is a memoir of his time as a coach on the White Mountain Apache Reservation in Arizona, which he documented in 2000. He has also written on the Harlem Renaissance and other works, such as 2007's On the Shoulders of Giants. Additionally, Abdul Jabbar has served as a public speaker and product spokesman. The Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame inducted Abdul Jabbar in 1995. Abdul Jabbar was diagnosed with a rare form of leukemia in November 2009, although his long-term prognosis appeared to be positive. The former NBA player was confirmed cancer-free by physicians in February 2011. Barack Obama honored Abdul Jabbar with the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2016. The 71-year-old basketball icon joined the cast of Dancing with the Stars, Athletes in the spring of 2018 and proved he was still athletic enough to compete. He was paired with defending winner Lindsay Arnold. Writing an essay on the delicate topic of firing Roseanne Barr for a racist tweet and another on the increasing prevalence of socially conscious villains in popular culture, he continued to demonstrate his ability to craft persuasive arguments. Family. His first marriage to Habiba Abdul Jabbar resulted in the birth of 4 children, and he has a son from a second relationship. Thank you for listening in Audiobook Academy. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button for more content like this. See you in next video.